Have you ever just wished you could escape it all? You know, escape the judgment, the rules, the way people look at you? Well, today, we're diving deep into a poem that takes this wish to its most powerful conclusion. We're looking at Mudnakudu Chinnaswamy's If I Was a Tree, and it is a beautiful, searing poem about a world without human prejudice.
So let's just start with a question right at the heart of the poem. And I'm serious. Take a second and think about it. Is it more convenient to be a tree? Is it simpler? This question isn't just some fantasy. It's the jumping off point for a really radical idea.
So, the poet, Mudnakudu Chinnaswamy, is a really well-known voice from Karnataka, India. And a lot of his poetry comes directly from his own experiences with caste discrimination. So this poem, it's not just a daydream, it's a what-if question that's born from the very real pain of being judged by society.
And it all kicks off with this simple but incredibly powerful phrase. The speaker is imagining a life that is completely different from his own, not as a king or some kind of hero, but as a tree, just a quiet, steady part of the natural world. A world that, as we'll see, plays by a totally different set of rules than ours.
But to really get why someone would wish to be a tree, we first have to understand the human pain that the speaker is trying to run from. The whole poem is this contrast between the peace you find in nature and the cruelty of a society that's been split apart by caste. And this line just brilliantly nails the core issue. In the human world, the speaker's identity is constantly being questioned. His value is decided before he even opens his mouth. But a bird just needs a safe branch. It doesn't care about social hierarchies. It's just looking for a home. Nature offers a place without asking for any credentials. To go a little deeper here, we really need to wrap our heads around this word defiled. In the context of the caste system, this is an incredibly powerful and cruel concept. It's this idea that a person can be made impure just by the touch or even the shadow of someone from a so-called lower caste. This line it's absolutely heart-wrenching. What the speaker is saying is that in his human life, even his own shadow is seen as something impure, something to be avoided. But as a tree, being embraced by the sunlight, that awful feeling of being tainted would just disappear. Because sunlight, unlike people, doesn't discriminate.
The poem also uses the term dog-eater. And let's be clear, this is a deeply offensive slur. It was used to demean and ostracize people from underprivileged castes, often based on what they ate. It's a word designed specifically to cause pain and reinforce that social division.
So, after setting up this immense human pain, the poem kind of shifts gears. It turns towards the alternative, this ideal world that the speaker is longing for. So let's explore the freedom that he imagines he would find as a tree. This contrast here, this is the core of the entire poem. In the human world, when the speaker branches out, tries to grow and achieve things, people literally run away, needing a bath to purify themselves from his presence. But in the natural world, every single element offers the unconditional acceptance that he's starving for. And the poem gives us these beautiful, specific examples, right? The bird, it doesn't ask for a background check before it builds its nest. The sunlight gives its warmth freely to everyone. The breeze creates a sweet friendship. The raindrops don't pull back in disgust. And Mother Earth, the very ground he stands on, would never, ever flee from his roots. The tree is this perfect symbol of being completely and unbiasedly a part of its world. Okay, now we get to what is, for me, the most powerful and ironic part of the entire poem. The speaker starts to imagine how, as a tree, he would be touched by the very things that are considered most sacred in the society that pushes him away. I mean, just think about the profound irony here. This sacred cow, this huge symbol of divinity in Hinduism, would come up to the tree just for a little comfort, to scratch an itch. It wouldn't hesitate for a second. And in that one simple act, all the gods believed to be living inside her would give the speaker the very touch that humans deny him.
So in a speaker's human life, he's kept away from anything sacred. But as a tree, divinity itself seeks him out. This is the poem's great reversal. Nature and the gods, they're on the same page. They're aligned in their acceptance. It's human society that stands all alone in its prejudice.
And the irony just gets deeper. Even in death, the speaker imagines being cut down and used as wood for a holy fire. As a tree, he could actually become an instrument of purification, a state that he is never, ever allowed to reach in his human life because of the caste he was born into. And this is the final, brilliant twist. As a piece of wood, he could become a bier, which is a frame used to carry a respected, sinless body to its final resting place. He would be borne on the shoulders of 4 good men. As an object, as part of a tree, he would get more honor and be seen as more pure than he ever could as a living, breathing human being.
So, what's the big takeaway from this incredible poem? It's not just a sad story, it's a lesson. The speaker isn't just wishing for an escape, he's holding up the tree as a mirror to humanity, to all of us.
The message is crystal clear. These concepts of pure and impure, of superior and inferior, those are human inventions. They do not exist in the natural world. The tree teaches us that real dignity comes from being accepted for what you are, without any judgment. The poem is suggesting that if we want a better, more just society, maybe we should start looking to the simple, profound wisdom of a tree. And that leaves us with a final question to really think about. The poet found this powerful lesson in the quiet existence of a tree. If we really look, what else can the natural world teach us about how to live with each other? What can it teach us about building a society that's free from the prejudices that we create ourselves?